Hey there, PokeMoshPit. Pinocchio's TheAcousticKind here, bringing another Pokemon narrative Wi-Fi battle. It's going to be a pretty fun one. This is a 4th gen NU tier battle. Hopefully you guys are into some lower tier 4th gen action. At least I know some of you are, so I figured I'd bring that to you. Like if you enjoy to help out MoshPit. Link to my and my opponent's channel below if you're interested in any of that for any reason. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be leading with a Scarfed Beedrill. He's going to be leading with a Jumpluff. Now normally Jumpluff is like one of the faster leads, so it can afford to carry leftovers as opposed to Focus Sash, able to cripple its opponents with the Sleep Powder, but I'm actually going to be able to outspeed because of aforementioned Scarf, hit him with an X Scissor. It looks to be almost a two-hit KO, but no dice, so he is able to get the Sun Up, which is going to allow him to outspeed thanks to the Chlorophyll ability, and put me to sleep with the Sleep Powder. So unfortunately his first one missed, which is going to put him at a low range, but I guess that's the chance you take with shaky accuracy moves. So I'm going to go to my Land Before Time here, my Meganium. I know that he might go for the U-turn. I'm not really worried about that. Damage is negligible in my mind, and if he goes for the direct switch, that's fine. If he wants to leech seed, no big deal. And now I'm going to go to my C runnings, cookie for the reference, because I know I can resist the Flare Blitz, and I need to go to my Sand Slash to get my rocks up, because fire types do take 25% from the rocks as opposed to the standard 12.5% or the resisted 6.25%. So Stealth Rocks are really important on teams that utilize Sun, and also his Jumpluff is on its last leg, so getting the Stealth Rocks up is going to ensure that that thing is going to die when it comes back in. So I'm kind of predicting him to go to his Jumpluff at this stage, but there's really no better move for me than the Stealth Rocks. I'm not really worried about letting it come back in when I have Sleep Fodder. I could just kill it off with whatever I want. So I do just go for the rocks, and he does decide to just stay in and go for the Burn, the Will-O-Wisp, I guess predicting the Earthquake on my behalf. But rocks are definitely a priority over getting some damage on that Rapidash. Plus, I did see leftovers, so it probably has a recovery move. So regardless, I just went for a knockoff there just to see what he would go into if he wanted to switch to take advantage of my burn status, and he went to Jumpluff, which is fine by me. So now he brings in this Tropius. Not exactly sure what he wants to do. I'm just going to stay in and go for a knockoff, kind of to scout, see what my best play is. There's a chance he could have gone for Leech Seed or something if he was some sort of defensive set, although on Sunny Day team, which is normally offensive, Chlorophyll is the ability of choice, and I believe Chlorophyll with Tropius, so offensive set makes sense. So even for the Sword Dance, not really worried about that. Went to my Meganium, just because if you wanted to go for the super effective tempting grass move, I could resist it. Now I need to go for the Aromatherapy here. I don't know whether or not he has a spinner, so I don't want my Sand Slash too crippled, because getting the rocks up permanently is definitely a priority. And also there's the fact that my Beedrill, which I'm going to need to outspeed a lot of his Chlorophyll guys, was asleep, and I actually lived 2 Outrages. Now normally you see a flying type move, like I believe Aerial Ace is the common one for DD Tropiuses, over Outrage. I would definitely recommend that to any of you that want to run a Tropius and NU. Don't run Outrage in my opinion. But the opponent decided to go for Outrage. There's like almost no steel types, so I guess it's not the worst move, but you definitely want that stab, and it's definitely worth it. So regardless, I am able to go to my Traffic Cop thanks to Confusion pretty safely. I wasn't too worried if I had to fodder it. Even though I do want him to deal with Chlorophyll guys, I still do have Sharpedo in the wings, and I've already gotten rid of Jumpluff, which is one of his fast members as well. So he is bringing in this Persian, and I'm not too sure what he wants to do. I opt to just stay in. I think I just went for an EQ, I don't really remember. But now I'm going to switch out to my Entei, because I know that Persian can learn Sunny Day. So if he wants to go for that, he's pretty much setting up his own worst enemy, because this is a Subcom Mind Entei. So I know that the best he can do is U-turn out, or he can go for the hard switch. Either way, it's a free sub in my mind. So I am just going to go for the substitute, because if he brings in something that can outspeed me, not that I think that there's too much that can, one-hit kill an Entei, especially with HP investment, but just going to go for the sub to be safe. He brings in this Charizard, not really too worried about it, because luckily I do pack the HP Electric for these scenarios. Hidden Power Electric deals with Mantine and Charizard, which HP Grass would leave you very vulnerable to, although it does give you an edge over Quagsire and Gastrodon, since I do have a Meganium on this team and I do have Toxic Stalling at my disposal. I'm more concerned with Charizard and Mantine, because Mantine's a Rest Talker, and Charizard, in this case, I do believe is probably a Belizard, considering that he did get the Salic Berry activated, and HP Electric was slightly below a 2-hit KO, which kind of sucks. but you really don't have too much choice for EVs here. He did win a speed tie. I think he might have actually won both speed ties, which is unfortunate for me. No, actually, he had a Salic boost on the second one. My apologies. So he brings in this guy. I'm not sure if he's scarfed or not. If he's scarfed, it's probably not going to matter. He can probably kill me off, so I'm going to stay in his fodder. And if he's not scarfed, I can outspeed and get a calm mind up, live any hit, and then outspeed him on the next turn. So he ended up being Life Orb, which is going to be good for me because I can just go for a Fire Blast and do a lot of damage, a high chunk, considering that he actually does have pretty good base special defenses. So pretty proud of my anti there, and with the Life Orb, he is going to be on his last notch of health, so any other move would be able to finish him off. But I am just going to go to my Traffic Cop, go for the U-turn to get some switch initiative. I don't want to be stuck in on my Beedrill because it's choiced, and he knows it's choiced by now. He should know the very first turn of the match, so he could bring in something to counter that, although he does only have 2 pokes left. But regardless, go to my C runnings, because I've seen his other 2 pokes. Persian can U-turn on me, but then that means he might have to take a Surf on his Rapidash, and Rapidash is not too great. I mean, it can go for the Mega Horn and maybe one-hit KO me, but he actually decides to Flare Blitz. I don't know what his thought process was there. I definitely would have recommended a Mega Horn in that scenario for him. But, you know, it's his thought process. He actually could have gone for the Hypnosis or something and tried to heal up or anything like that too. That would have also been plausible, but if the Hypnosis had missed, it would have been game over. So now I'm going to reveal that I do have a faster member than Rapidash that actually does pose a threat to it, sort of unlike Beedrill. And I'm just going to go for the Aqua Jet, which is going to be able to take it out. Now, at this stage, I do still have my Beedrill, so I'm not too worried about what happens here because my Beedrill has Brick Break. But I'm going to just go for the Crunch in case he can't kill me off in one hit. And he actually doesn't, even with a U-turn, which really kind of surprised me because Sharpedo's a glass cannon. So the fact that Sharpedo lived to move is pretty cool. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this battle. It was pretty fun for me, 4th Gen and you. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like for MoshPit. And feel free to check my channel out or my opponent's channel out if you feel so inclined for any reason. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys are having a nice day. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys later, and peace out.